Wealth, power, and influence. Joe Rogan, a modern icon of podcasting. Joe Rogan has become a household name in podcasting, revolutionizing the way we think about digital media. Today, his impact is felt not just in entertainment, but across the globe. With a unique blend of humor, insight, and raw honesty, Rogan has redefined what it means to be a creator. Joe Rogan was born on August 11, 1967, in Newark, New Jersey. His entry into the world wasn't amidst wealth or fame. His family was of modest means, setting the stage for a story of grit and self-made success. Rogan's childhood was far from stable. By the age of 5, his parents had divorced, a turbulent beginning that could have derailed many. But Rogan's story is one of turning adversity into strength. He found an unlikely refuge in martial arts. Starting with karate at age 14 and later transitioning to taekwondo, Rogan's dedication was extraordinary. By 19, he won the U.S. Open Championship in lightweight taekwondo, and he was a Massachusetts full-contact state champion for 4 consecutive years. What many don't know is that Rogan was deeply influenced by comedy at an early age. He found solace in humor amidst his challenging circumstances, drawing inspiration from legendary comedians like Richard Pryor and Sam Kinison. This early exposure wasn't just entertainment, it was a blueprint for his future. Rogan's work ethic in martial arts was exceptional. He didn't just practice, he immersed himself, teaching martial arts at Boston University by his early 20s. This discipline and commitment to mastering his craft were critical foundations for his podcasting skills. But here's where Rogan's path takes an intriguing turn. Despite his success in martial arts, he recognized his passion lay elsewhere. In a bold move, he hung up his taekwondo black belt and picked up the microphone for stand-up comedy, setting the stage for his future as a podcasting legend. By his early 20s, a critical shift occurred in Rogan's life. He transitioned from a martial arts instructor to the uncertain world of stand-up comedy. This was a leap from physical discipline to the art of humor and performance. A bold move that not many knew was fueled by his childhood love for comedy. Rogan's early comedy career was far from glamorous. He didn't immediately land big shows or TV spots. Instead, he found himself in small bars and dingy comedy clubs, often performing in front of just a handful of people. These humble beginnings were the testing grounds where he honed his unique style. Rogan's first big break came unexpectedly. While working at a Boston comedy club, he was spotted by a talent scout for MTV. This led to his first national television spot on the show Half Hour Comedy Hour. The exposure was minimal, but it was a stepping stone. In these early stages, Rogan encountered numerous challenges. He often faced hostile audiences, tough critics, and the relentless grind of the comedy circuit. But it was here, in these early trials, that Rogan learned the art of engaging any audience, a skill that would later become invaluable in podcasting. What most don't realize is how Rogan's martial arts discipline translated into his comedy. He approached stand-up with the same dedication and resilience he learned from taekwondo. This rare blend of discipline and humor is what set him apart in the crowded comedy scene. Rogan's persistence paid off. In 1994, his talent caught the eye of NBC, leading to his first major acting role on the sitcom News Radio. This wasn't just another gig. It was a testament to Rogan's adaptability and growing appeal. And it was here that Rogan's flair for entertainment began to shine on a national stage. In the late 90s, Joe Rogan's career took a pivotal turn. He landed a role in News Radio, an NBC sitcom portraying Joe Garelli, the electrician and handyman. This role was a significant departure from his stand-up comedy, showcasing his versatility and opening new doors in the entertainment industry. While News Radio was a crucial stepping stone, it was his next gig that thrust him into the national spotlight. In 2001, Rogan began hosting Fear Factor, a reality TV show that pushed contestants to their limits. This show was a radical shift from his previous work, but Rogan embraced it, bringing his unique blend of humor and encouragement to the intense challenges faced by the participants. What many don't know is that Rogan initially had reservations about Fear Factor. He was concerned it might be detrimental to his stand-up career. However, his ability to connect with both the contestants and the audience, combined with his unflinching approach to the show's extreme stunts, made it a massive hit, further raising his profile. During this period, Rogan continued his stand-up comedy, refining his craft and building a loyal fan base. His comedy specials like Joe Rogan Live in 2006 were raw, unfiltered, and a hit among audiences, setting the stage for what would become his signature style, unapologetically honest and thought-provoking. It was in 2009 that Rogan's career took another transformative turn with the launch of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Initially started as a free-form conversation with friends and guests in his home, the podcast quickly evolved. It became a platform where Rogan could explore a vast range of topics, from science and philosophy to politics and comedy, without the constraints of traditional media. Unknown to many, the podcast's early days were marked by a learning curve. Rogan had to navigate the technicalities of broadcasting, content creation, and audience engagement in a medium that was still in its infancy. His willingness to experiment and grow with the platform was instrumental in shaping the podcast into the cultural phenomenon it is today. Today, the Joe Rogan Experience is synonymous with podcasting excellence, evolving from a simple passion project to securing a monumental $100 million deal with Spotify, showcases Joe Rogan's remarkable vision and adaptability. Rogan, formerly known for captivating audiences with his stand-up comedy and reality TV feats, has now emerged as a pivotal figure in a new digital media era. Joe Rogan's journey to podcasting stardom has been a dynamic mix of triumphs and contentious moments. Renowned for its unvarnished and frank conversations, his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, frequently finds itself at the heart of spirited discussions. Rogan's bold strategy of hosting a diverse array of guests, from controversial personalities to universally acclaimed celebrities, has garnered both acclaim and controversy. A striking example of the controversy Rogan has faced occurred when his comments about COVID-19 vaccinations sparked a firestorm on the internet. Critics and supporters clashed online, with some calling for a boycott of his show. The uproar was intense, with accusations flying and social media ablaze with #CancelRogan all over X. Yet, in true Rogan fashion, this wave of criticism didn't derail him. Instead, it showcased his resilience and unwavering commitment to his platform. Post-controversy, the Joe Rogan Experience surged in popularity, attracting even larger audiences. This incident exemplified how Rogan, instead of being canceled, emerged more influential, dismantling his detractors' efforts with his ever-growing success. Rogan's approach to controversies mirrors his stand-up comedy roots, where pushing the envelope is part and parcel of the craft. He deftly uses humor and personal stories to tread sensitive topics, a strategy lesser known to his critics. While this has occasionally backfired, it's also what keeps his listeners hooked, yearning for more. Rogan's strength lies in his ability to hold steadfast to his values amidst storms of controversy. He chooses dialogue over conflict, a trait that deeply resonates with his audience. They admire his authenticity and his refusal to conform to popular opinion. Rogan's journey through these controversies isn't just about weathering storms, it's about thriving in the face of them, proving that in an era of instant outrage, staying true to oneself can be the ultimate triumph. Today, Joe Rogan stands at the pinnacle of digital media, a testament to his profound impact on the world of podcasting. His multi-year licensing deal with Spotify, valued at an astounding $100 million, marked one of the largest agreements in podcast history. This deal didn't just enrich Rogan, it legitimized podcasting as a major player in the media landscape. But the magnitude of Rogan's influence goes beyond financial figures. He has fundamentally altered how millions of people consume media. His podcast's eclectic mix of guests and topics has transformed it into a modern-day agora, where ideas and perspectives from all walks of life converge. Joe Rogan's journey is his role in democratizing information. By bypassing traditional media gatekeepers, the Joe Rogan Experience has given voice to the underrepresented and shone a light on topics often overlooked by mainstream channels. This contribution is a vital part of his legacy. Rogan's path from a stand-up comedian to the king of podcasting is a story of relentless pursuit and adaptability. His career evolution, from martial arts instructor to comedian, TV host, UFC commentator, and finally, podcasting GOAT, exemplifies a mosaic of experiences rarely seen in the media world. Moreover, Rogan's success story is underpinned by his unwavering authenticity. In an era where media often feels polished and scripted, Rogan's raw, unfiltered approach resonates deeply with his audience. He has shown that being true to oneself can be the greatest asset in connecting with millions worldwide. The Joe Rogan Experience is more than just a podcast. It's a cultural phenomenon that reflects a seismic shift in media consumption. Joe Rogan, once a stand-up comedian in small bars, now commands an audience of millions, embodying the transformative power of resilience, adaptability, and authenticity. Joe Rogan's journey is a compelling reminder that the paths to success are as diverse as the voices he brings to his platform. He has not only owned podcasting, but redefined it, leaving an indelible mark on the digital landscape. As the man who owns podcasting, Joe Rogan's legacy is not just in the empire he has built, but in the expansive, open platform he has championed for the exchange of ideas and information. Enjoyed this documentary on Rogan? Check out some other ones on the channel. See you in the next one.